How's it going, folks? Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel for another weekend MMO news drop. Let's get straight into it, beginning with Final Fantasy XIV. First up, the game will be celebrating its 6th anniversary soon, and that signals the return of the annual event, The Rising. This will begin on Monday, August 26th until September 17th. During this period, players can pick up the Message in a Bottle quest from Piobiano in Bloodshore, Eastern La Nacia, to begin an adventure and of course to receive new free gifts. This year, we'll get a new Y'shtola minion that resembles her look from the Shadowbringers expansion, plus a bunch of artwork oil paintings for your home decorations that look incredible, as these are based on the official patch artwork from previous updates. I don't even own a house and I want those. Secondly, and this one's pretty damn good, Square Enix were at Gamescom in Germany this week, and in an interview with Twinfinite, producer Yoshi P has said that Square Enix's long-term goal is to break down the barriers between data centers and worlds, to allow crossplay between data centers, to allow free movement across global servers, and that's some pretty big news because it almost sounds impossible, right? Currently, we have the world visit system that allows us to visit worlds hosted within the same data center. But what Yoshi P and crew want to do is to have players from the EU data centers, for example, freely visit JP or North American data centers. That's unheard of, and no MMORPG that I play today utilizes that sort of technology. I'll link the interview down below for you folks to check out, but realistically, how long away are we from such server technology becoming common? Up next, and another MMORPG celebrating an anniversary next week, is Guild Wars 2. Two things to note for players who have not seen the news yet, and first of all, Ascended level food and cooking is coming to the game, finally. On August 27th, players will be able to level up their cooking skill to 500, and on your way to reaching that, you'll be sent on a quest to every capital city to study with the local master chefs for new recipes and the like, and this sounds like a breath of fresh air, honestly, from all the other crafting leveling we've done in the past. And since Ascended level food is new, here's why they'll be good. They contain a primary stat, a secondary stat, and a passive or triggered effect, on top of getting bonuses to experience points, karma, magic find, gold find, and world vs. world XP. These benefits will last for an hour in game, and every Ascended meal is a feast, so you can share the love with your friends and guildies. Secondly, for Guild Wars 2, on the 3rd of September, there's going to be a new event called the Expansion Boost, which awards double mastery experience points for all players that are playing in Heart of Thorns maps, Living World Season 3 maps, Path of Fire maps, and Living World Season 4 maps. For new or returning players, this event will run for about 2 weeks, so make the most out of it to unlock and complete your mastery tracks, especially for mounts if you haven't done so already. Time to talk about Astellia now, Berunson and EA's MMORPG that's about to launch in the West. After 2 closed beta phases, lots of promises and speculations, we finally have the all-important information about Astellia's launch. First and foremost, we do have a confirmed launch date. Astellia will be launching on September 27th for everyone, while those who pre-ordered packages for this buy-to-play theme park MMO will begin Head Start on September 20th. Everyone will be able to reserve character names and pre-download the game client on September 12th. Studio 8 has also promised a host of improvements and additions to the game for launch day, and these include cross-class mounts, a revamped UI which is great, guild size limit increase, and the big one that fulfills a promise, which is playable female assassins and warriors on day 1, which is a big step in removing gender-locked classes for the Western version of the game. Astellia has released a dedicated trailer for this, and while a good start, there's still other gender lock classes that needs to be unlocked post-launch, but the good news is all players will be awarded a one-time free voucher to swap genders as those options become available at a later date. World of Warcraft and its community is buzzing right now because launch week for Classic is just around the corner, and this week in the news it's been all about servers getting full and Blizzard having to add more servers, plus that one LFG add-on for Classic that apparently got killed before it even began. But out of all that noise, my highlight for the week was this video that Blizzard put out featuring the original development members of the World of Warcraft team, folks like Jeff Kaplan, Aaron Keller, Alex and Pat, and they got together to share some memories about developing World of Warcraft all those years ago. For me at least, this was a fantastic watch, and I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't seen it already. I'll put the link in the pinned comment down below. Ashes of Creation has finally, after quite some time, dropped a brand new teaser for the MMORPG featuring in-game footage. There's combat, dinosaurs, dragons, and more that Intrepid dropped right after the 12-hour Apocalypse Battle Royale test on Steam. Folks are saying that this was a knee-jerk reaction to show players something about the MMORPG due to all the criticism that Apocalypse was getting this past week. And that's fair. Backers should have their say on matters. And if there's one thing Intrepid should take away from this is that more showing of the MMORPG that folks funded from here on out is probably the best way to go about changing people's minds. Let's not forget though, we've been getting monthly updates from Intrepid, of course, about the MMO systems. We recently learned about the mayoral caravan system and about griffins and mounts the month before. So it's slowly getting there, and let's just hope we learn more news about the playable alpha before 2019 ends. Onward to the next game we go, which is Black Desert Online, and this week's been pretty busy for Kakao and Pearl Abyss. To start things off, the PC version will be getting a brand new feature on September the 4th, which is the Life Skill Mastery System. This will roll out over the course of several weeks, and it will provide life skill related content for folks who like and enjoy that aspect of the game. Life Skill Mastery will depend on a character's life skill level, and players can further enhance their character's life skill mastery by using life skill accessories and gear that will be newly added along with the update. Some of the benefits of this system include increasing productivity through mass processing once mastery is hit, plus the ability to obtain higher and more valuable rewards through activities such as gathering and fishing. The other big news for Black Desert Online this week is the PlayStation 4 launch, of course. And it's safe to say that BDO has successfully invaded all available markets, leaving the Nintendo Switch as the last avenue for this MMORPG to conquer. However, that's not the only thing making the news over here, it's Megan Fox. The PlayStation 4 trailer features the actress in a random scene that reminds me of that one part in Transformers, and according to Pearl Abyss, she's become the official spokesperson for BDO due to her popularity in Korea. The trailer is also the first part in a series of trailers that actually has a story, so if there's any Megan Fox fans out there, hey, enjoy. Lastly, for BDO, it appears the rest of the world will no longer have to wait to get their hands on Black Desert Mobile, because this week, Pearl Abyss has opened up a brand new website that will let global iOS and Android users pre-register for the MMORPG. The mobile version is already out in South Korea, of course, and the FAQ states that the global version should release sometime in 2019. Now on to TERA for some brief news. The game launched the Skywatch High Stakes update this past week, which introduced mystery merchants in-game, in addition to the return of the Demon's Wheel. The Demon's Wheel is a level 65 dungeon which requires an eye level of 446, designed for 5 players that pits you against the diabolical Demoros for a chance to win piles and piles of good loot. There's also a 4-week event to accompany this, where players can log in each day to receive 10 free Demoros Mysterious Keys. Mystery merchants, on the other hand, are new NPCs who appear for a limited time to trade a variety of valuable items for mystery market coins. You can find these coins in eye level 435 plus dungeons like Corsair Stronghold or Shorehold, and you can also purchase them directly from goblin vendors located near mystery merchants in major cities like Velika, Kayator, and Highwatch. Last but not least, let's wrap up this weekend's news drop with a new title launching in the West from the East, and it's a strategy combat MMO called Kingdom Under Fire 2. Kingdom Under Fire is a long-running and well-known title in South Korea, and the latest installment was originally announced way back in 2008. KUF2 is somewhat popular in Korea, and that's a good enough reason for publishers Gameforge to pick this title up and change it from free-to-play to buy-to-play for the Western release. And right now, you can already start pre-ordering the game from Gameforge before its North American and EU launch in November this year. So what kind of a game is it? It combines both MMORPG and real-time strategy aspects into a massive, faction-based PvP warfare game. You'll control hero classes in third person and focus on building up your skills and abilities alongside commanding massive armies. There's also a story campaign that can be experienced online in multiplayer or solo. If you've ever played or heard of games like Conqueror's Blade or Tiger Knight Online, then Kingdom Under Fire 2 will look and feel familiar, except that it's gone full fantasy instead of historical for its setting and aesthetics, and you'll need to purchase the game since it's not free to play. And that's all I've got for this weekend, folks. If there's news for a game that you play which isn't covered here, share it with the rest of us in the comments down below. Have a great weekend of gaming, and I'll see you in the next video. Meantime, hit that like button if you enjoy these news drops, and for anyone new to the channel, feel free to subscribe by clicking that red button to get notified on all my latest uploads, and I'll promise to do my best to cure your MMO itch. Once again, I'm Adrian, and I thank you for watching.